Hi, my name is Divine Eyes, and welcome to my channel, Divine Eyes Witchcraft. Since we just did a chapter in this book, I thought we would do a chapter in this book. This is the one that I've been promising you that we would do, and it's not exactly chapters, it's in days. It's 300 and it's a year and a day, so 366 days, I guess. I don't know. But I thought we would go ahead and do the first day in this book. Are you all excited? Are you all so excited? Okay. I thought we would go ahead and do the first day in this. Okay. We're going to skip over the introduction and all the other stuff that's in the beginning. We might go back and read that again at another time. But for now, we're going to start off with day one. Okay. Day one, Earth-centered spirituality. In Europe's Neolithic past, long ago, when human communities were mostly tribes, in the ancient days of our ancestors, well before the introduction of any spiritual path we know or could possibly imagine, Earth-centered spiritual practices were customary. Long before religion became religion, full of dogma, regulations, ceremonial figureheads, theme parks, and teleministries, there was simply nature. The first spiritual impulses were born of people who lived close to the land. I'll have to turn the light back on. Where was I? And who relied on it for survival. They knew the ways of the seasons, the annual promise of the warming days, the long period of growth that followed, the importance of harvest, and the seasons of frost and death. Women knew the ways of the moon, of healing and childbirth. Men knew the movement of the herd animals, and the secret ways of the hunter and the hunted. There are no holy books or official spiritual doctrines. The divine did not exist in some inaccessible realm. It lived among and through the people. It sang in bird songs. It formed the ocean's waves. It filled the human body, plants, animals, and life. With life. Spirituality had its birthplace right here, in the dirt, in the soil, in the struggles and triumphs of everyday life. It emerged from human laughter and fear. It was something that pervaded one's eating, sleeping, eliminating, and reproducing. It governed family and community life, the coming of age, marriage, births, and deaths. Spirituality had little to do with lofty philosophical notions. The things that emerge from thinking is centered on the hard facts of life. The soft facts of life have played their part too. Love, tenderness, and compassion are universal human emotions that have long quickened the heart and informed the spirit. These are the ancient indigenous roots of the spiritual system that we today call Wicca or witchcraft. In considering Wicca's earthly spiritual roots, most likely it will come as no surprise that getting started in this path requires you to settle down into metaphorical dirt. The experiences of the world itself, and get your hands and feet muddy. You'll need to taste, touch, smell, hear, see, and experience life in the spiritual energy that infuses all. Let's get down and dirty, shall we? Go outside. Find a green path of grass, a dark, rich root-bucked swath of earth and stone formation or tree, and touch it. Rub your hand across it. Sit down and feel the weight of your body on the land. Breathe deeply and follow the earth. Allow the earth to hold you. This is where you belong. Welcome home. A word to the wise. Are you troubled about traipsing through the chill of the night? Do you get singed in the sun or think icy downpour is a downer? Wicca is a spiritual tradition that includes many practices that bring the practitioner into direct contact with nature. It seeks to harmonize the witch with life as it is happening in this very moment. To be a person of magical power, one embraces the entire array of life experiences. When witches routinely make space in their lives for nature, for life, in the right here and now, it gradually strips away accumulated layers of social, emotional, and psychological conditioning. It frees the mind, the heart, and the spirit. It places the practitioner into direct accord with life, nature, and the direct current of spiritual power. Can you face each moment of life unflinchingly, despite rain, sleet, or hail? Not everyone can go outside, no matter the weather conditions. There are always exceptions and accommodations to be made. If your health will be jeopardized by venturing out of doors into inclement weather, by all means, try the following alternative exercise. Fill a tray or empty pot with potting soil and rub your hands through it. Bring a handful to your nose and inhale the earth's rich perfume. Okay, that segment has ended. Now we're continuing on with the text. The earth is our birthplace, yet for millions of us it feels strangely foreign. Most of us busily scurry through our lives, taking little notice of the earth. There are several reasons for this. First, many Westerners live in cities, and by and large, our societies are no longer based in agrarian culture. Agriculture naturally relies on human attunement to the seasonal cycles, and this is no longer a customary way of life for many people. In contemporary life, agriculture is a job, a career choice. Because we are, for the most part, removed from an immediate and visceral connection with nature, our awareness of how the earth sustains our lives is waned. In addition to this, our contemporary mainstream religious paths formulate, that's not the word that's here, but I don't know what it is, a central doctrine that characterizes the natural world as inherently flawed, sinful, and wrong. We all grow up with these teachings that infuse everyday life and that consequently shape our worldviews. As a result, many of us presume nature has no value beyond what our ability to exploit it. Our first step on the path of Wicca requires us to connect to the earth and at least wonder about its inherent value. Could the earth, its seasons, and the natural realm really have value upon our material or monetary advantage? Could it be, as indigenous people across the globe say, sacred? What does sacred mean? In Wicca, the term refers to something that is holy or that has a direct relationship with deity. In pagan spiritual paths like Wicca, practitioners come to a mystical, intuitive understanding that all things are manifestations of an underlying energy or spiritual force. Each of us must unveil these mysteries for ourselves. The path of the witch involves this slow process of unveiling the power of earth, particularly as it manifests in our lives. This process moves at a pace of seasons themselves. Like the seasonal turnings, this process does not accumulate in abrupt changes. Understanding the truth of our existence and our connections to all is gradual, like standing in a cool mist that eventually soaks you to the bone. Alright, that's all for the text. Now we're going into the exercise. Exercise, connecting with earth. Sit somewhere in a natural setting, on a bench, in a forest, a beach. My page just kind of turned. A beach, forest, field, or even in your own backyard. Breathe deeply and close your eyes. Can you do that? Okay. A word to the wise. If your health will be compromised by exposure to inclement weather, by all means practice this and other outdoor activities in an indoor environment. Okay, back to what it says. As you sit, imagine that you have roots that extend from the base of your spine. These roots reach not only down to the earth, but out to everything on it. Let me get the light back on. Okay. These roots reach not only down to the earth, but out to everything on it. Imagine that this vast network of roots connects you to humans, animals, plants, and objects. Take a moment to feel the pulse of your connection to the great all. Notice where your connection to things and people might be weak, and where it feels strong. Spend 10 minutes or longer if you can, simply feeling your connection. When you're finished, open your eyes and consider the following questions. In what way was my connection strong? What do you suspect is the reason for any strong connection? In what way was my connection to things weak? What do I suspect is the reason for any weak connections? What actions can I take that may strengthen any weak connections? Spend the rest of the day in accord with your heightened awareness to people and things around you. Okay, that is the end of day 1. We have day 1 through 30. These are the things that you need to acquire to do the exercises henceforth. Day 2 does not require any things, any items. We'll do day 2 in the next video. Day 3, you will need to have a small white candle and a candle holder. That is all that is required in day 3. And then you don't need anything else until day 17. You can see everything here. The first 30 days is rather elementary. You don't need that many things. Let's see. Day 20, you will need a 5 to 6 inch orange taper candle and a compass. Day 22, you will need a 5 to 6 inch orange taper candle, a different one than you used on the other day. 1/4 of an ounce or less of myrrh resin or dried powdered orris root. Self-initiating charcoal. It's just a charcoal rounds, you know. Okay. Day 25, you will need another candle, 5 to 6 inch green taper candle. Day 27, you need another 5 to 6 inch green taper candle. And 1/4 ounce of herbal blend consisting of dried meadow sweet and powder oak bark, and a compass. Day 30, you will need a 5 to 6 inch indigo taper candle. And that is everything for the first 30 days. And then day 2 is about those upsetting words that are associated with the craft that we need to go over and cover and get accustomed to, and find out how we feel about them and how we should feel about them, as well as everybody else in the world. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. We will be back the next time with this book, doing day 2. Alright, we'll see you next time. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.